Hey guys, Karina here, your Lucid Living coach. As you can see, I don't have a green screen on. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm a healing astrologer, a healing arts coach astrologer, and I'm here to give you the new moon in Sagittarius video. Now, let's see, I'm set up out here. It feels strange to me, and I'm traveling like every Sagittarius does. And let's see, when is this new moon? So this new moon is on December 12th. December 12th, which is this coming up Tuesday at 3:32 p.m. Now, this new moon has a 20-degree. It's a 20-degree new moon, meaning the sun and the moon are both at 20 degrees of Sagittarius. Now, Mars is at 13 degrees, so it is conjunct. It's blending its energies with this new moon. So it's a lot of fire, a lot of energy, a lot of I want things to start moving forward. And we're coming up on winter, which is a time of like going within and death, right? But Sagittarius is like, we just got out of this huge transformational time that we spent in Scorpio, and we're ready to start creating and expanding our mind. And in winter, we're slowing down a bit. And it's a really good time to maybe learn something new so we can launch it in spring. And so in September, we're reaping the harvest of everything that we did leading up to spring. In the winter, like, don't let winter go by with the blink of an eye, because we could use this time and we could use this energy that we have for this new moon to start something new. We could start, let's say, we can start learning something new. Either we could take a course, we could go back to school, we could travel, because if it's winter one place, it's going to be summer the other place. So we could book some travel during this time. And, we might be excited to even book something. If we can't leave right now, we could book something for next year. And we have something to look forward to. We're getting a lot of energy to put towards our creative projects as well as our relationships. Our relationships are going through a huge transformation as Venus is transiting the sign of Scorpio, which is transformation. So, the Scorpios are feeling good, whatever your Scorpio is, wherever that's found. For rising Leo, it's in our 4th house of home. And I've been redoing my space, like making it more comfortable, making it beautiful, making it a space where I want to be more for this winter. I want to cozy up, got myself a new couch. I happen to have a sink leak and I got a new beautiful like a new sink that's like a farm style stainless steel sink. And I've been painting my kitchen and I'm just making things brand new. And that's kind of the transit for Leos right now. Well, so where is this for you? Now, Scorpio's in the 4th house for rising Leos, and Sagittarius is in the 5th house for rising Leos. So where is it for you? If you don't know, if you've never had your chart read, please head over to my website at LUCIDLIVINGMOVEMENT.com and book a reading. That would be a natal chart reading. I have multiple readings that I could do. The best is the Astro Appetizer reading. It's for $333. I'll pull up your natal birth chart. I'll pull up the transits and the progressions, and I'll just see what's going on with your life. I can get a lot of information with pulling those 3 charts. Now, this new moon in Sagittarius is a mutable sign. It's a mutable fire. So it's like there's no control. It's just a fire, crazy wildfire. That's what Sagittarius is. And it is about exploring life's purpose. It's about expanding your life, expanding through mind, body, and spirit. It's about learning and being a spiritual guru in some kind, teaching others, because the best teachers are the best students. Now, it's a mutable, which means that's ending. It's ending a fall cycle. So things are starting to come to a close, and we're getting prepared for the winter equinox. And that's when Capricorn season comes around. Now, Sagittarius is ruled by the planet of Jupiter, which is the king of the gods. Now, it is the biggest planet in our solar system, and it is the luckiest planet of our solar system. It is the god of the sky and thunder. It's like Zeus. It's Sagittarius rules the 9th house, which is the house of aspiration, spirituality, what we believe. And here's a little quote. Now the Lord is the spirit, and where the spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And that's 2 Corinthians 3:17, and that's NIV. So you've always loved to live life outside of the box. No rules, no routines, just you moving forward and making both mistakes and decisions. You crave freedom because sometimes this longing to be on your own pulls you away from the people you love, and the more importantly, from God. So please remember this: there is freedom in faith and following Christ, which is body. We are embodied. God is ethereal. It's not 3D, but as one, we are Christ. Each body is the body of Christ, which is God, if that makes any sense. Now, water, we're made up of mostly water. We're all rivers into the vast ocean. Now, the ocean is Pisces, and we are the small little rivers that move into the ocean, which we are all make up that God. So think back to June. June was Gemini season, and that was where maybe the full moon in Sagittarius was. What was happening for you in whatever this area of your life? So this is when the full moon in Sagittarius was helping us create this new start or beginning. Look to see what house Sagittarius is to find where this new beginning will be for you. What had completed or highlighted in this area in June? Where have you been exploring in this area? Whether it's a creative project or a romantic relationship, or your desire to change your home environment, or your desire to start a new course or learning something new, or maybe you were thinking about moving or buying a house, or where were you? What were you learning during this time in June that well, it's like spring, the beginning of summer is about to pop off. And what have you been like experiencing since then? Whatever it is, we are all expanding into our new belief system, what we believe that we could achieve or desire within our life somewhere. Things are starting to get clearer. So as to where we went to start new things, we will be showing at this time the moon grows in energy, so will our lives. So take this time to think about what it is that you want to manifest in your life. Because I'd say the 15th would be like the third day after this new moon in Sagittarius will be a good day for manifestation rituals. Like this is I think this is the new moon that we've kind of been waiting for. So now this moon cycle is giving us our gifts to choose the higher path and to have the courage to do the thing that scares us or challenges us to be a better person. This is a time to inspire action with Mars conjunct here, giving us the courage and the energy for the follow through, right? Because we all want things, we all put things on our vision board, we all want certain things, but we have a hard time making the action happen because maybe the energy is not there, or maybe we have the thoughts in our head that are thinking, oh, we're not good enough, or I don't know if I could do this, or I don't know if I could learn this, I don't know if I could pass a course, I don't know if I could figure out how to buy a house, I don't know if I can figure out how to do this or that. And so we just have to break away from all those negative thinking, and we need to take that chance. Scorpio, you know, that Venus in Scorpio wants to keep us safe and in control and somewhat stuck. We're being asked to transform and die to the old. Venus is our money and our relationships, and depends on what house it is to where this transformation will be taking place. As of, yeah, so where to take action is where we relate to our significant other. So we have a lot of transformation here. So where you take action is where you will see the change. Our relationships are undergoing a test of encouraging growth and evolution in how we relate to our significant others. Now, our relationships will be transformed, highlighting the importance of commitment, emotional depth, and vulnerability with others that we really truly care about, because Venus and Scorpio is not desiring some surface ass bullshit, someone that can't have a deep philosophical, spiritual conversation, someone that, you know, we are desiring someone that we can connect to with depth, that's willing to be vulnerable, that's willing to go the long haul, that's willing to like show their underbelly, you know, because like that's what is authentic and that is what is real. Like sex is surface. Like Scorpio is more than just sex. I'd say Mars and Aries is just sex, but Mars and Scorpio is like a deep connection. It could be a soul connection. It could be a past life connection, but it goes a lot deeper than just the act of sex, because that to me is just freaking boring. Now, when we choose the unknown path, then we are choosing to take a new path that will most likely give us a different result. So if we keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, that is the definition of insanity. So don't be insane. Try taking different actions. You might just get different results. So these results will lead us to the growth and evolution and expansion. Remember, we are one decision away from an entirely different life. That is one of my favorite quotes. I think I even put in one of my anthologies, at least one of the chapters in the books. And if you don't know about my book, you can go over to my website and buy one of my books. I have two books. One is Break Free to Peace, Love, and Unity, which was written around the pandemic. And the other one was before, Break Free to Stand in Your Power, which is just a collaboration of different coaches, health coaches. And yeah, everyone got a chapter. It was an amazing book, international best-selling book. So go check it out on my website if you are looking for some encouragement. Okay, so the question, what needs to be done? Communication. We will need to be honest, open, blunt when using this energy. Let others know your wants, your desires, your boundaries, your expectations, your future goals, and how you want to grow and learn. These are the real things that we should be communicating about. Things are getting to that point of death, right? Now, Mercury is literally going retrograde after this new moon. It's starting out retrograde in Capricorn at 8 degrees. And it will eventually, you know, move backwards in the zodiac, appears to move backwards, not really, not physically, but the communication planet is closest to Earth. That's when it's retrograde. So that energy is being magnified. And it's like an amp that's got too much energy going through it. It glitches and it can blow. And so that's what's happening with our communication. So it's usually best not to make any huge purchases unless it is like everything that you ever wanted and you have someone overlooked a contract. We want to make sure that we're not like, we're seeing things clearly. We're not being deceived in any way, because there is a square to Neptune. And Neptune just went direct not too long ago. So it's starting to move forward, which is great. This is also, this new moon is quincunx Uranus in Taurus. So it's really touching on, we know that there's something that is changing and brewing within our value system. We definitely know that the future holds something very different than paper money. We don't really know how this is going to pan out or how this is going to play out, but there's a lot of things that are being shifted. And, you know, I think this new moon, as much as we want to push it forward, we're still kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with a lot. I mean, the elections are coming up, the presidential election. So like there's going to be a lot of shifts and a lot of changes. From about 6 years ago, I predicted that 2025 would be the end of the world. And I charged up my credit cards. It's going to be the end of the old world and the start of a new world. We're not going nowhere, but there is let's just say it's the end of the world as we know it. And maybe not for the younger generations, but definitely for the exennials and millennials, and definitely the baby boomers, okay? Because they're not the biggest generation anymore, which I heard that was the biggest generation, and they're trying to figure out where to put all the old people, you know, when they get, let's say in 20 years, when they're like 80, like where are we going to put them? That's a very, very good question. Because there are so many, and we already have homeless problems. So we really need to get on that train of what are we going to do about that, right? Because we're going to have some baby boomers along with those homeless people. We're going to have a shit ton of old people. But that's where Sagittarius, you know, we need to expand our minds, expand and really look into the future with Taurus and Uranus and Taurus. Okay, so I'm gonna pick a card, a tarot, from this amazing deck that I got in Joshua Tree. So for this new moon in Sagittarius, what is it? What is it? Okay, well, that's definitely not it. Got to turn that around. I'm gonna shuffling. I'm shuffling. See, for the collective reading, what is the card to describe this? Oh, the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. So it definitely has to do with our money, okay, our value. We are learning a lot about our value. We're transforming our value. Okay. Mars is, you know, been getting a transformation as well. So a lot of masculine and feminines have been transforming. So let's see. Two of Pentacles. Here it is. Unison. Balancing structure incorporation. Now, So I'm gonna both read the light and the shadow because it came up both ways. The Two of Pentacles. How about there? That's a good spot. The Two of Pentacles indicates that you are forging paths between the different realms of your life. Balancing important worlds like work and play, or family, friendship, or attending to two different projects at the same time can feel incredibly overwhelming. And that reminds me of a lot of us have two jobs, right? We have the job of the old world and we have our job of the new world, our passion and our purpose job, and then our old world job, right? We're balancing two right now. Some may have a job where they go physically in person, and then they have a job that they do online. So through the distance between these separate entities can seem extensive. Try to incorporate them all into your life. You do have the capacity to fit them beautifully into one frame of existence. Different as your endeavors are, they actually function best in unison. The way you get there is via a structured approach that keeps you on top of responsibilities. At the same time, focus on what really matters to you while eliminating what doesn't. This requires you to stay alert to even small shifts so you can continue to adapt as you proceed. This process itself is what gives the artwork of life its nuances and perspectives. So the shadow for this card, let's go upside down. It's a challenge to keep up with all that's crowding your picture. If you continue down this busy path, you're headed straight for exhaustion. Instead, the shadow aspect of the Two of Pentacles advises you to incorporate rest. Investigate your relationships with sustainability. Ask yourself, can I keep going every day as I am today? If not, take necessary adjustments before you are forced to by burnout. Burnout could be sickness, okay? I've seen it, and I always warn people that I see that are overworking. Put systems and frameworks in place that make whatever you are approaching manageable over time. This might require a shift in focus towards what really needs your investment at this moment. Prioritize knowing that you will approach balance again when this phase of intensity has passed. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Now, the tip for this card is practice time blocking. Using a calendar, set aside specific hours for all that you are currently balancing. And I do that and I love it. It saves my life. I don't know what I would do without it. I love my organizer and my Virgo lists, right? So that's what I got for you. I did not bring my Inside Degrees book to read that, but you can go to my website if you are looking for coaching or any astrology readings. I am hosting a paint and sip in January. And I think that is the 14th, January 14th. Anyways, if January 14th is a Sunday, that's when my paint and sip's going to be at 2:00, live music, downtown Martinez at William Welch's Wines. So if you'd like to sign up, you could either go to my Venmo at Lucid Living Coach and drop $55 in there. That includes your first glass of wine for the paint and sip and all the supplies that you need. You bring home the painting. It's amazing. Lots of fun. I already have probably like 8 people signed up. So space is filling up quickly. So if you want to hurry up and sign up, or you could sign up on my Eventbrite at Astro Paint and Sip or Meetup. You can just let me know that you're coming and then we can connect. If you'd rather do Zelle, you can do my phone number. All ways to pay. All right. I love you guys and I wish you the best new moon. And Sagittarius, you're not going to want to miss this one. Do your work. Manifestation station. Manifestation station. Yes, that's it. All right. Peace out. Your Lucid Living coach, Karina.